forced feminization was like a real rabbit hole to fall down as like a young egg trans person, you know? Resonated with me, but I didn't know why. Really hard to put my finger on it. Biden will force us to be trans, and yeah, it spread. Honestly, I think a lot of the people who start those memes tend to actually be trans themselves. They're just trying to express it in ways that make it seem edgy enough that it's like an acceptable joke in whatever communities they're in. You know, like, ha, 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 wouldn't it be funny if I dressed up as a girl for Halloween, guys? Right? That'd be funny. I'm gonna do it, and it'll be a good joke, right? Now, what should I wear? I'm so glad I didn't know I was trans when I was on 4chan's LGBT. I would have fallen into the trap aesthetic guide. Yeah, I definitely fell into that myself. Here's some nice copium. Ooh, it's Keemstar? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, which heels should I wear for Halloween? An actual question I ask myself now without the thin veneer of irony. Okay. Ooh, this is a meaty video. It's unfortunate that Keemstar is kind of a piece of shit, because he's kind of handsome.
The election is not over. The election is not over, and we are all doomed. We are all doomed. Do you not understand? And this is why. Van Jones, which is from CNN, big lefty, right?
Look, what can I say? I have a weakness for, like, good beards. And, I don't know, he has decent bone structure. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's great to see how fast other Republicans are backing away from Trump by saying we need to respect the vote. He's going to get lonely these next 75 days. Maybe. Have you seen the chin underneath? No. True, I have not. I have not. The beard could be hiding things. The beard could be hiding things. But being from Minnesota, I have a built-in weakness for this kind of aesthetic. What about the deficit? Biden is a socialist. True, that is exactly what they're going to say. He could be a no-chin. Yeah, it's actually just a black void underneath the beard.
Democratic strategist, commentator, whatever. He made a video, okay, talking about what happens legally on how we decide elections. And what he said is for years and years and years, the loser concedes the election and that's it. But if they don't concede...
Why does he have like a mountain of paper plates in his kitchen? Like... Find me the footage. Look at that. Just like a ton of paper plates. He clearly lives in a nice house. Eat off like an actual plate. Why you got all that paper plates? Not to get political, but you have a man voice. Not to get political, but you're kind of a bitch. Let's see. Of course they'll attack Biden, but they won't go back Trump going forward. True. It's not his house. Oh, it's not his house? Wait, where is he? Probably doesn't want to clean plates. True. True. Thank you. Thank you. I like my voice too. Too busy to wash real dishes. I prefer to just throw away paper plates. Okay, I know there are reasons to do it, but like if you're an extremely wealthy person, like, well, thank you. I am a champ. He's renting, had to bring paper plates. Okay.
That's it. But if they don't concede, which Donald Trump is not conceding the election,
True.
Then there are all these other steps. First, legal challenges, which you're seeing right now. Multiple lawsuits. It's going to go in front of the courts. The courts could throw votes out. They could say these votes are not legal. They could say the votes are legal. Donald Trump could lose during the courts or win during the courts. But Donald Trump still has to concede. And if he doesn't concede, then the Electoral College, which doesn't have to vote the same way the people do. So Trump could beef that up and win at that stage. But that's not it. Let's say they vote Biden and the Electoral College, right? And Trump still doesn't concede the election. Then it goes for a vote in front of the House of Representatives, and each state gets only one vote, and there are more red states that support Donald Trump than there are blue states.
Wait, what? Wait, okay, so he's having a hypothetical in which the like Donald Trump just says no to the electoral college, and then this for whatever reason the states assemble to decide. No, I don't think this is how this works. Like, granted, I'm not like some sort of political scholar, but I'm pretty sure this isn't how it works. I'm pretty sure you can't just say no to the electoral college. Like, I think at that point, when it's time to swear in the next president, they swear him in, and then the military goes and removes whoever's in the White House. Um,
Meaning he would win in the House of Representatives and at any stage where Donald Trump wins this thing. Now that Biden has already been announced the winner, we're all screwed. It's going to be a civil war.
Gosh, these guys are obsessed with a civil war. They project so hard. They project so hard. If they force remove Trump, they should sell the video on pay-per-view. I mean, yeah, they'd probably make some good money off of it. Um, but these people like are he well yeah, like he probably wants a civil war. Like these people project what they would do, right? Like Keemstar is just like, well, yeah, obviously it's going to be a civil war, right, guys? It's like, no, it wouldn't get to that point. Like, these are absurd hypotheticals. They constantly say they will start a civil war. I think they want a civil war. Yeah, well, like they constantly say, or well, they'll like hedge their bets, right? Like, I don't want a civil war, but I mean, like, I would defend myself and my property. But like, I don't think it would get that bad. Like, I don't I don't think this is like the other day. Like what one of the Fox News people was like saying, oh man, Philly's so corrupt at counting ballots. We should surround Philadelphia with Republicans and like intimidate them. And it's like the voting's already done. What are you fucking talking about? You're gonna surround a city with Republicans? You're gonna besiege an entire city in the modern United States? I mean, good fucking luck with that, I guess. But like these things would be terrorist acts. They're not like it's not like there would be an official state government sanctioning Republicans going around Philadelphia. Are you fucking kidding me? No. I don't have a gun, but I'd be force feed the Trumpsters some THC laced gummies and change the world. So currently 17 states vote by popular vote. If this gets to 26 states, it officially removes the Electoral College. Yes, the Interstate Compact. I agree. I'm excited. There's legislation pending in a number of additional states as well. If we can just get a few more states on board, we could actually subvert the Electoral College. Yeah. These would all be really good things. Anyway, I'm sorry Keemstar is not like a better person, you know? Indeed, fuck the Electoral College. I agree. I agree. Indeed. Indeed. My esteemed colleagues, indeed. Let's see. Do you all have any other additional cope for me to look at? Or am I going to have to hop back into the pits of 4chan to go mining for the copium? Chief's Kingdom. Chief's Kingdom. Ooh. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. This is essentially the conservative right at this very moment. Essentially this. Shapiro's been quiet for an entire day. Are you serious? I'm gonna go look. Ben Shapiro. Whatever. I got it close enough. There we go. Oh, that's so sad. He hasn't tweeted since yesterday. Wait, let's see. Any replies? Nope. This is his last statement. The media and the left have promulgated the lie that when Trump goes away, so does their animus for those who voted for him. That lie is transparent. Within months, we'll be hearing about how any prospective 2024 Republican is worse than Trump and how you are evil again. Well, yeah, no, this is correct. He is. I have to hand it to Ben Shapiro. He does make a really good point. Just because Trump is gone doesn't make conservatives less evil or less opposed to making the lives of people better. This is true. This is true. Ben Shapiro making a very good point. Just wait, we'll get Nikki Haley is as racist as Trump, but at least he wasn't subtle about it, which makes her scarier. At least Trump didn't threaten entitlements the way Ted Cruz says he wants to. Tim Scott is more dangerous than Trump because he conceals GOP bigotry. All of these things can still be true. All of these things can still be true. Nikki Haley can still enact racist policy. Hello, Scribbles Hearts. Didn't Republicans prove there was a reason to be worried about them? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, LaMuffin. Like, you guys understand, like, yeah, even if Trump's gone, if Nikki Haley is passing, like, legislation that's like, you know, low-income housing should be banished from suburbs to protect the suburban women. You guys understand that's still really racist, right? Hello there, Cryptic Venom. How's it going? It's a good day today. Indeed it is. I am extremely excited for today. Yeah, Nikki Haley is just as capable of doing a racism as Donald Trump is. She just has more social graces. Yes, this is entirely true. She could enact more racist policies by being subtle. The Republicans have, by the way, the Republicans have understood this for a very, very long time. This isn't a new thing that they suddenly discovered. Like, I've played this audio on the Twitch before, but you know, it bears repeating. We don't need the Quizlet. We just want the Southern Strat. All right. Here we go. Oh, here we can just go here. Perfect. All right. Now, before I play this, just remember it's going to have some harsh language, outdated language. It's going to be racially insensitive, to say the least. Now, I do want to say that, like, this is something that Republicans have literally understood for decades. Like, this is from 1981, talking about an administration that occurred in the 70s. And the Republicans still do this to this day, right? So the thing with Republicans is that they continually mask their bigotry, their positions, right? They will say stuff like low-income housing instead of black people. They will say suburban women instead of white women. You know, they mask their meanings with dog whistles and buzzwords. And this has been something that has gone on for an extremely long time, and you can hear it right from the mouth of Nixon's campaign strategist here in this video. So we're going to play it. This is for, again, historical relevancy, an extremely good get from The Nation back in 2012. So let's take a listen. We can talk about it, okay?
Here's how I would approach that issue as a statistician or a political scientist, or no, as a psychologist, which I'm not, is how abstract you handle the race thing. In other words, you start out, and now y'all aren't quoting me on this. You start out in 1954 by saying nigger, nigger, nigger. By 1968, you can't say nigger. That hurts you, backfires. So you say stuff like forced busing, states' rights, and all that stuff. And you're getting so abstract now. You're talking about cutting taxes, and all of these things you're talking about are totally economic things. And the byproduct of them is blacks get hurt worse than white. And subconsciously, maybe that is part of it. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that if it is getting that abstract and that coded, that we're doing away with the racial problem one way or the other. You follow me? Because obviously sitting around saying we want to cut taxes, we want to cut this, and we want is much more abstract than even the busing thing, and a hell of a lot more abstract than nigger, you know. So any way you look at it, race is coming on the back burner.
Yeah, exactly. LaMuffin, like exactly, like that's most Republicans' issue with Trump. It's not that he's saying things that they disagree with, it's that he is presenting them in a counterproductive way. That's the conservative issue with Trump. And that's why when Ben Shapiro, whose tweets I put somewhere, I will find them just a second. But that's why when Ben Shapiro says stuff like, oh, there we go. When Ben Shapiro says stuff like, yeah, Nikki Haley is as racist as Trump, but at least he wasn't subtle about it, which makes her scarier. Yeah, he's 100% correct in this observation, except the way he presents this is that people on the left are being dishonest, are being hypocritical, as if there's no boundary at which Democrats would say, or people on the left would say, oh, you're no longer racist. In his construction of this idea, he is saying that, now you're going to go back to saying Ted Cruz is like worse than Trump because he's threatening entitlements. Well, yeah. The fundamental policy is, if the fundamental policy is still the same, it's still bad. It doesn't matter if you dress it up in nicer sounding euphemisms. You know, ethnic cleansing might be a euphemism for genocide. It still doesn't make it good, right? Forced or incentivized sterilization might be better than forced sterilization. That might sound better, but if the results are the same, it's still an act of genocide. These things are relatively easy to understand, but the right, or at least commentators on the right, like Ben Shapiro, tend to take these words and then twist them in ways where it makes the left seem disingenuous. Trump was willing to sign bipartisan spending bills, which is more than Ben Sass would do. Sure, Trump was a sexist, but Kristi Noem has internalized the patriarchy, hiding sexism beneath a veneer of femininity. Again, on this last point, Ben Shapiro is painting this as if it is an oxymoron, as if women cannot also be sexist. Women can be sexist. This is very true. Sir Dumples, hello. Congratulations, River, on reestablishing a democratic America. I will not pretend not to be disappointed that a constitutional monarchy was not reestablished. Well, Sir Dumples, one day I hope that you can live in a country that properly recognizes your title and rank, okay? Saying Trump is the new Hitler, where people will call someone they think is bad as saying they are Trump or being like Trump. Yeah, I mean, like, part of the issue is that, like, I ran into this in the lead up to the election, and even, like, a couple days ago, right? Like, I would say Donald Trump is a fascist. And people on the conservatives would get extremely triggered about this. And I would just say, I'm not saying this because Orange Man bad. I'm saying it because by most definitions of fascism, Donald Trump fits those definitions. If you go into academia and look at functional definitions of what fascism is and what fascism means. I'm not saying Trump is Hitler. I'm saying Trump is a fascist. There's a big difference between saying those two things. Where are right-wingers congregating now? I've noticed they've turned their guns on Fox News. I think they did for a little while. I think they're going to come off of that relatively quickly. A lot of the Fox News hate was just that Fox News called Arizona early. But I'm sure they'll get in line pretty soon, though. I mean, yes, Donald Trump is bad, but he's bad because he's a fascist, not because I'm, like, idly comparing him to Hitler, you know? Exactly. I'm not saying he's not bad, guys. I'm not saying he's not bad. Let's see. Any other good nuggets from Ben Shapino? What is Touré? What is this? I don't know what this is. I don't care. Has Joe Rogan said anything? Ooh, with the Joe Rogan live with a powerful election day episode. Nope, Joe Rogan hasn't said anything. All right, that's fine. I started following American politics when Trump was sworn in. Gonna miss my orange boy. It's okay, LaMuffins. The good thing about American politics is they're always consistently completely fucked. So, like, you know, we're gonna push ahead, doing our very level best to introduce some degree of humanity and compassion into American politics. Okay. Fox News seems pretty happy right now. Yeah, true. I can see how the base would be mad. Oh, let's take a look here. I know I liked some cringe tweets that I'm appreciating. Let's see if we can collectively enjoy some cringe, okay? Excuse me. Oh, I do have a delicious clip of Tim Pool. And a really good... Oh, okay. I do have some good stuff here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. I have some interesting things we can talk about, actually. This is good. This is very good. Let's take a look at some of these. And... Alright. Heading over to this so I can grab a tweet that I sent out. And here we go. Alright. Also, LaMuffin and Sir Dumples, thank you very much for the follows. We're doing our level best over here to grow a community. Big Dog God, thank you very much for the follow. We're over here celebrating, having a good time, and trying to build up a leftist coalition, so that hopefully we can make the world a little bit of a better place. You know, I'm a market socialist, and I would like to push for a humane and lovely system in the United States based on market socialist ideals. I think we can do it. That's the best part. I think we can do it. I'm not a... Guys, this is if you're a doomer, this is not the channel for you, okay? Over here, we have hope. We have hope, and we keep fighting until we win, okay? That's the deal over on this channel. Condalaus, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you incredibly much. Exactly. Push for socialist healthcare system. I love my community too, comrade. I love my community too. And you got it, love. Thank you very much. I'm a doomer. I just read the room. Hey, well, okay. I love you too. I love you too very much. But you know what? Riot Girl Callie, I can tell you this. By the time we are done with our work, this country will be a better place, and it will be a much more loving place, okay? The left only loses when we give up. And we're not going to give up as long as we have hope, okay? And on that note, let's celebrate with a few incredibly delicious tweets, okay? Number one. I'm a doomer, but I believe it's too important. Exactly. It's too important to give up. I don't care about your position. I care about presenting facts sustained by science. Well, thank you very much. That is actually my position. I think that we can make a good fact-based argument for socialism. And I don't feel like being, I don't feel inclined to become a hyperbolic, civil war mongering fellow like this Tim Pool individual. Feelings don't care about your feelings. No, wrong. Feelings do care about your feelings, and your feelings are valid. Let's listen to the big-brained take of Tim Pool over here. This is a collection of clips taken from the last little while here before the election. So let's hear the largest and most popular political commentator in the world on the internet give his extremely good and educated political takes, okay? Euphemismod. Okay, well, let's take a listen to this, okay?
I think Kamala and Biden might be throwaway candidates. They know they're going to get steamrolled in the election. I really don't see the Democrats winning this. I think it's fair to say Trump's going to win re-election. I think Trump might have a massive, massive victory, which shocks the left. I think we're looking at a Trump victory, man. Trump 2020 landslide, even with everything going on with COVID. I think that's what we can expect. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Trump had a 49-state landslide. I think we could see a 49-state landslide.
Like, guys, okay, a 49-state landslide? A 49-state landslide. This is the #1 political commentator in the world, in the English language, in the English-speaking world, saying that he thinks that there's going to be a landslide for Trump on the level of 49 states voting for them. 49 states. Like, guys, he thought the amount of big smooth brain that goes into a statement like that is incredible, unseen by modern science. Can we talk about the comedy of Trump's legal team accidentally scheduling their press conference? Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh my gosh.
We may be looking at a Mondale-Reagan type scenario where Trump landslides 49 states. And we may see a 49-state landslide. Maybe a 50-state landslide. That would be amazing.
Guys, he thought that a 50-state landslide was something that could happen. 50 states! Oh, 50 states! No, he was incredibly wrong, Webmaster 005. Guys, I haven't been in dedicated to the political game all that long, but look, guys, 50 states. This is like actual insanity. Well, okay, true. He didn't say American states. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Actually, Tim Pool's a member of the New World Order. He's a secret member of the Illuminati, where every nation in the world actually collectively votes to elect the president of the United States. It's true. He meant 50 counties. Oh gosh. Look, I haven't listened to a ton of Tim Pool, but I figured he'd at least have some relatively grounded takes. This is a guy who claims to be a leftist of some kind, like a liberal of some kind. He thought that Donald Trump could win all 50, all the states. I'm gonna admit I voted for Trump, and it is what it is. But I'm curious why he gets so much hate. Well, he passed a lot of policies that discriminated against minorities, such as trans people. Tried to take away trans healthcare protections. He's a fascist. He fearmongered against black people by saying, we're protecting the suburban women from low-income housing, which is code word for we're protecting white women from black people. There's also the the thing where he gave the largest tax cut in history that disproportionately only helped the rich people. So, like, poor people did get a very tiny tax cut from that larger tax cut, but it overwhelmingly went to rich people, like to the tune of like cutting like $68,000 from tax burdens of wealthy people. Um, it's really just like everything he's done. Like, I'm sure we can find maybe a couple policies here and there that were decent or good. But like stuff like denying disaster relief to California just because it's a blue state, that pissed him off. I think this stuff is extremely like evil, and not to mention all the COVID stuff. Like, 2 World War I's worth of people have died in our country. Like, you realize that, right? Like, in World War I, the United States lost like 110,000 people or something like that in the fighting. We've lost like over 2 times that now. Yeah, like all of these things are extremely bad. This is why like Trump is just all around not a good president or a leader. And on top of that, he's very clearly a con man. Like, if somebody showed up at your door trying to sell you a vacuum cleaner the way that Trump talks, you would understand almost immediately that they're grifting you. Anyway, yeah, I mean, he's still conning, but you know what? Whatever. I don't want to spend too much time on this topic because like the degree to which conservatives absorb this information, like you've had 4 years to look into this, okay? What are you talking about? The president of the most powerful country got corona and beat it in 3 days. No big deal. True, I guess. Yeah, he's an Ubermensch. He's a Superman. Destroyed the EPA. True. What up, gang? Mojo Muffins! We got a lot of muffins in chat today. Hello. We're gonna finish watching this Tim Pool clip because I like it very much. But again, #1 political commentator in the English-speaking world, and he thought that Donald Trump could win all 50 states. He thought that could happen. That's insane. A literal insane take.
Amazing. I think we might be seeing a 49-state landslide. I just really think it's more likely that Trump wins 520 electoral votes. No.
Do you like it because of his beard? No, I do not. But I like it because all of these sound bites are from different shows. He consistently thought that Trump would, like, this isn't like one time he thought that Trump was going to win 50 states or 49 states. This guy has a platform of millions of people who think that he's like good at talking about politics. Millions of people listen to this guy. And he thought that Trump was going to win 50 states or 49 states. That's insane. Some news: Jared Kushner has approached Donald Trump about conceding the election per 2 sources. We'll get to that too, okay?
No amount of mail-in ballots will matter. If Trump gets 537 or 36 or even 538 every single electoral vote. We all know Joe Biden will lose. Like, let's be real, man. As I've stated 1,000,001 times, Donald Trump's going to win. The Republicans are going to sweep. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Biden has defeated Donald Trump. Everything I've told you will be wrong and completely meaningless. So keep that in mind.
Anyway, I really enjoy that clip, okay? It's some good stuff. Holy shit. All right. Let's take a look. Let's see. I'm trying to find the story where they said this. But there was a story about let's see. Alas, a lamb to the Timothy Poole. Here lies Timothy Von Poole. Political commentator. Horrible debater. Let's see. I'm not finding it. There was a story that ran in like major news outlets that was talking about how Biden 2020 baby. And guess what, guys? Guess what? Ghostboy 391999. Guess what? You are the 420th follower of this channel. We are growing fast, and I am excited and ecstatic about this. Okay, guys? Welcome everyone new. Super excited. I'm a market socialist. Together, let's try and build a better world, okay? Hell yeah. 420, baby! The weed number. True. True. But anyway, there was a story about how Donald Trump was not conceding the election, and so his inner circle was debating who should tell him that he needs to concede. I'm surprised Tim Pool debated Vosh, despite how much Vosh has made a lot of content about him. Yeah, okay. I will say I do have a lot of respect for both Vosh for going to debate Tim Pool, and also for Tim Pool for debating Vosh. I have a lot of respect for Tim Pool for, like, you know, putting that offer out there and actually following through in a way that seems somewhat decent. And you know what? Everything I've heard about that debate seems like behind the mic, Tim Pool seems like I guess a nice person, which that's nice. That's nice. They will all be fired. It'll be just him and Pence until January 20th. Yeah, it'll be like that scene at the end of that movie in a prison with Tom Hanks. No, not Tom Hanks. With Morgan Freeman. It's about like escaping prison. It's that movie all white people like. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, the Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, Thank you. Soggy Napkin. I'll tell you what's poppin'. We are talking about socialism, and we are just relishing in the day. I didn't say it was a bad movie. I just said white people like it. That's true. It seems like a really white movie. A lot of white people like Shawshank Redemption. Shaun of the Dead, also an extremely good movie. Yes, exactly, the poop tunnel movie. I should have just said that. You all would have gotten it immediately. As a Brit, congratulations, America, on making a wise decision for your next political term. I agree. Although our work does not end here today, Jess Johnston. Our work does not end here today. From here on, from tomorrow until the end of Biden's term, we are pushing him farther to the left as much as we can to get real change in this country. I think all people like Shawshank. Okay, maybe I was making a generalization. Just in my experience, I've met a lot of white people who really like Shawshank Redemption, and a lot of black people who are met on it. Never heard of Shawshank? Yeah, the Shawshank Redemption. It's a pretty famous movie. White people love Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis isn't in that movie, but also true. The music scene in Shawshank Redemption, but it plays the USSR anthem. So which deserted island can we send Trump to? The same one we sent Napoleon to. I say we as if we're French. Anecdotal at best. Well, yeah, obviously. I'm not showing up to a Tim Pool debate to debate the merits of Shawshank Redemption. Biden was not my first choice, but hey, he's a lot better than Trump. Exactly. Joe Biden is not a leftist, ladies and germs. Joe Biden is not a leftist, but we will try our darndest to make his policies leftist, okay? Wasn't I saying it was called for Biden like 2 days ago? Absolutely. I think even on election night I said it looks like it's going for Biden. I'm studying in France. I'll give you the F-Pass. Wait, what is the F-Pass? I'm worried. wait, actually, as a queer person, I already have the F pass. I just choose not to use it. I'm just saying. He's going to I don't know. I feel like if he makes enough of a fuss, I feel like Trump could get out of jail time. If Trump makes a big enough legal stinky poo-poo in his pants about this, I think he could probably cut a deal with the U.S. government to go quietly, and that will probably, it could be an outcome. Send Trump to the sun, 2024. We'd get some good science out of it. It's true. Just because someone does imperialism, they're suddenly not a leftist. Left circular firing squad strikes again. No, they're not a leftist because he's not a leftist because he's imperialist. He's not a leftist because he doesn't support, like, genuinely left policy. Like, he had to be pushed into supporting leftist policy by Bernie Sanders. Trump has 26 sexual assault allegations. How the fuck is he not in jail? Because people look at him and they see a rich and powerful man, so they don't put him in jail. In the United States, we constantly kowtow our legal system to the rich and powerful. Good science out of Trump. No, not out of Trump, but out of whatever probe we used to send him to the sun. So Trump lost. It is what it is. But I assure you all, he's going to be back. This won't make him go away. I agree. I hope he fades into obscurity though, like a Rush Limbaugh type, you know. Biden is a Republican, basically, essentially, yeah. I mean, guys, he voted for segregation. He's not that far left. He's not that far left. We did indeed do it, Scouter. We did it. You did me proud, son. You did me proud. I'm super excited. Super excited. Let's take a look here at some things and stuff. Oh, yes. I found it. I found the cringe. I found the cringe that I wanted to show you all. Like a small child enthused about showing this all to you. I just need to send a text real quick to make sure everything is lined up for... Let's see here. Opening up Discord. Opening up a Discord so I can send messages. All right. Okay. What kind of rituals do you all think Trump cult would have? I don't think we have to, like, hypothesize about that. Like, Trump literally has a cult, guys. Like, they're totally fine, like, with people dying and, like, hundreds of thousands of people dying, and they'll show up outside of government buildings to pray to God to empower Trump. Like, if you look at these people on camera, they will say that Trump is fighting a spiritual war, that God himself raised him up to fight evil. Like, these people literally think that Trump is an arm of the Lord. It's weird. It's deeply unsettling. Let's take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. Amazing. True. Ragnar MB. I like how the U.S. let us all vote in their election this year, Biden 2020. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool how the global hegemony just you can all you look too young for reading Rainbow. Well, thank you. First off, and second off, no, I'm old. I'm almost 30. Hello, friends. Oh, Comrade Manners. Hell yes. Also, you're playing Stellaris. I can see you are a gentleman of good taste. By the way, just a heads up, everybody, in about 15 minutes or so, we are going to... Hello, Sir Fontaine. Welcome. I know I'm just a pup. I'm a pupper, okay? I'm a little pupper. Um, the real Sheng Fink. You're just a youngin'. It's okay. Here we accept everyone of all ages, okay? With respect. Major. Today is good. Yeah, you know your big politics are fucked up when both parties are trying to throw shade at other candidates by throwing pictures of them with the same child predator. True. Still a college kid. You know what? Nothing wrong with being a college kid. I just need to figure out where this is streaming, I guess. Wait. Maybe I can... Where? Oh, duh. God damn it. All right. Let's take... I needed to look this up somewhere else. I'm being a dumb brain, okay? This is why, by the way, I'm trying to tell you I'm not a genius, people. I'm just a normal average American who wants to make this country a better place. Think I'm one of the only students enjoying all online classes. Hell yeah, it's probably a really great experience. I'm not even old enough to vote yet. Biden will actually make America great again. Nah, I doubt it. I doubt Biden's actually going to make America great again. But Biden will make America marginally less shitty. And hopefully, through making this country less shitty, we can exert pressure to make it even less shitty. You know? That's my goal. I want to make this country less shitty. I want to make it more good. America be like Joe Mama Biden. Hell yeah. All right. Let me take a look. Oh no, they're streaming on YouTube. They're streaming on YouTube. Wait. Huh? Wait, just a second.
No.
Oh,
I have that.
Okay, they are streaming on YouTube. What? Okay. Interesting. But are they also streaming on Twitch? That's my big question. Let's see. Oh yes, they are streaming. Awesome. Okay, we can raid. Guys, we can raid. We are going to raid Game Informer's chat in approximately 15 to 20 minutes, and to participate in their charity live stream for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And it's going to be fucking fantastic. We're going to play some Among Us with Game Informer, okay? Trump, not my president. True! I give it 2 years before Harris is president. Maybe, you know? Maybe. Let's go! I'm super excited. It is the yearly charity stream for Extra Life. And we're going to help them raise some money, okay? And maybe have some fun along the way. Yeah, my heart aches for Bernie too, but you know what? Bernie's role was never... if Bernie didn't win this election, his role was always going to be as like a kind of John the Baptist type situation, you know? He wasn't going to be the one to save us. But you know who might be? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She might save us. She might be the vehicle through which we get socialist policy in the United States government on a wide scale via the executive branch. I think this could do it. AOC in 2024. But you know what? In order to make that happen, we have to do the hard work on the ground of pushing this country to the left. We have to be able to do that. We need to be able to push the discord to the left and be able to educate people, to be able to communicate clearly, to be able to have those everyday conversations with people in our lives, to tell them, hey, you know what? Socialism isn't that scary. Socialism is meant to increase your freedom. Socialism is meant to better the lives of everyone in this country collectively. These are conversations we need to be having, and conversations that are going to be quite good and based. So that is something that we need to be doing, okay? AOC feet one Ben Shapiro over. True, true. All right, guys, I am going to play this cringe for you, and it shows that I'm unbiased, okay? It shows that I'm unbiased, because I'm playing cringe now, not from the right, but from the left, okay? Let it not be said that I only embrace cringe from the right. Occasionally, there is the deepest of cringes from the left. And in this case, indeed, my friends, it is the cringiest of things. What do I think about the Constitution? I think the Constitution is a fantastic document that enshrines the American dream as life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And I think socialism makes life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness that much easier for us. And it should be the government's duty to embrace those values. Anyway, let's take a look at this cringe, okay? It'll be good. Promise. High quality cringe.
All of these states that we've won tonight, and then you take a look at the kind of margins that we've won them by. Frankly, we did win this election.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen,
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
This is so cringy. Real talk, guys, I wasn't able to make it through this video the first time I watched it, so let's get through it. Let's get through it, okay? It's so bad. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Oh,
We can't
no.
just imagine a better future. We've got to fight for it.
Oh,
I'm speaking.
we want all voting to stop.
I wrote the damn bill.
no. Oh, no. This is where I stopped. I couldn't take any more. I couldn't take any more. But let's see the rest of it, okay? Let's see the rest of it.
Keep on fighting! Keep on fighting!
Fuck.
Keep on fighting! Keep on
Fuck.
Keep on fighting! Keep on fighting!
This is the worst. Oh gosh. No! Fuck. It's Elon Musk.
Is that everyone?
Greta.
You wanted more?
Fuck. Fuck, guys. Holy shit. Fuck, guys. Holy shit. Why is it Sean Connery there? Why?
Now, every vote must be counted. No one's going to take our democracy away from us.
No.
Avengers!
Assemble.
This was so much worse than I thought it was gonna be. Holy shit. This isn't cringe, but it's just good praxis, okay? It's just good praxis. Boop.
President. We're doing is, we're looking, I know about. Buzz off. So here's the state. President.
I'm gonna watch that again.
We're looking, I know about. Buzz off. So here's the state.
What a hero. Not all heroes wear capes, guys. No, he said fuck off. You don't have a shit-eating grin like that on live TV if you didn't tell someone to fuck off. Come on now. Let's take a look. Here we go. Yeah, let's go through this. Top Joe Biden GOP surrogate John Kasich. now is the time for Democrats to begin to listen to what the other half of the country has to say. No. That's what I have to say to that. No. The other half of the country is a death cult that's okay with hundreds of thousands of people dying. Like, that's okay. Like, it's okay to say no to policies that led us to that, okay? Let's take a look. Just a stunning statement, again, from Biden surrogate John Kasich. The Democrats have to make it clear to the far left that they almost cost him this election. Bitch, the far left fucking saved your ass in this election. If we hadn't shown up, you would have lost so many more states. The far left is the reason he won Georgia. Like, it's so sad. Exactly. The people on the left who embraced the ideas that John Kasich vibes with, they lost their seats. They lost their seats, and they're trying to blame it on the messaging. The DSA got, 32 out of 40 races won? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like, the Democratic establishment right now is currently complaining and crying over the fact that they got called socialists in their elections, and then they lost. They're trying to blame that not on themselves failing to properly counterattack or guard themselves or spin the message. They're blaming it on other people on the left who gave ammunition to people on the right to lie about their campaigns. The people on the right were going to lie about your campaign anyway. This is some extremely big brain thinking from the Democratic establishment. And this is why, by the way, I say that the next 4 years, like, we celebrate today, but tomorrow, the next 4 years, we're going to have to fight people like this. You know, we're going to have to get out there and spread these messages and get more people on board. So, and then let's take a look at what AOC had to say about this. Anyone saying this after immigrant organizers delivered Arizona, black grassroots flipped Georgia, Michigan going blue with reality bending 94% of Detroit margin, Rashida Tlaib running up against the margins in her district, and Trump publicly challenging Ilhan Omar in Minnesota and losing isn't a serious person. Exactly. Now is not the time to cater to these weak Democrats. Now is the time to embrace strength. Now is the time to openly embrace socialism and just own the fact that, yeah, people on the left are socialists. And you know what? Socialism is good and would help millions of people in this country. Millions. Literally millions of people. Now, let's continue here. The Trump campaign has not committed to putting up the $3 million required to pay for a recount in Wisconsin, per Amy E. Gardner, no relation, who is a national political reporter at the Washington Post. This is an indication that they're not that serious about challenging elections. So, the Trump campaign doesn't even have faith in Trump to be able to pull off these things, okay? This is the point where people around Trump are going to start falling away because he's weak. And he's always been weak. Fascist leaders are weak. They just have an image of strength. They are paper tigers. And I have a feeling Trump is about to get punctured given the way that the people around him tend to be running for the hills right now. And now, finally, my friends, we get to the chef's kiss of this entire affair. The absolute chef's kiss. It's real. The Trump team booked the wrong 4 seasons, and now it all ends in a landscape firm parking lot. Unbelievable. It should be illegal to be this happy. Fucking men, Vosh. Take a look at this. The president initially said the briefing would be held at a major hotel before correcting himself. This is where the Trump campaign ends. It ends in a dismal, rundown parking lot, just as reflective as as the campaign itself. Dismal, backwards, and inglorious. Okay. Also, fuck you. Minnesota has great drivers. We know how to drive in the snow. Get fucked. I stand for my state. Okay. I say that with all the love in my heart, though. Okay, all the love in my heart. Isn't the place Hitler died now a parking lot? I mean, probably. It was a bunker. I have Norwegian family in Minnesota. Me too. Well, we can disagree about that. Okay, you know, it's not a strong like core principle of mine. So I guess you're right. But we'll agree to disagree. It's okay. Also, yes, Illinois drivers are absolutely awful. I would argue Wisconsin drivers are even worse. I am excited for this. Hey now. Webmaster, are you from Wisconsin? Because that would explain why you hate Minnesota. Even better, the landscaping place was next to a sex shop. Is that true? Is this the sex shop? Or is the sex shop... is the reason they had to take a picture over here because the sex shop was right next door? That's incredible. That is incredible. Nothing wrong with Wisconsin. I don't know, bud. I've driven through Wisconsin a few times. It's an adult bookstore. That's amazing. Oh, this is so delicious. I've been laughing about this all day. Literally all day. Biden 2024. Thank you for the follow, my dude. Oh yeah, Iowa has the drunk driving down. That's true. This is true. Do I have any other cringe? I'm not sure I do. Shitting on LA. On Iowa. True. Iowa's just... Oh, wow. We have a nuclear grade take from the definitely good and based Lauren Chen. Let's take a look here, shall we? Ethno-nationalism is okay if you're not white. Holy shit, guys. Oops. What? I mean, I guess we shouldn't expect better from a Blaze TV host. Who is this? A host of Blaze TV, the failing what's his name? Not Glenn Greenwald. Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck's failing network. Okay. Apparently, also a magazine editor. I don't know what this magazine is. Evie magazine, empowering women to seek truth, find beauty. Oh Jesus! All right, this is pretty shitty. Okay. It's a right-wing beauty magazine, I guess. This is wild. Anyway, yeah. I don't understand how getting representation in government somehow translates to your government being ethno-nationalist, I guess. If you're an underrepresented minority. I'm just utterly baffled by this take. Not because I don't understand it, by the way, but because it's so dumb. It's so bad. Is only bad if you're white. Gosh. Let's take a look at this too. Got sent this real quick. Let's take a look at it. I haven't vetted this, so let's check it out real quick. Read the second tweet about everything about it is perfect, right down to the dildo shop next door. Wait, what? Since I couldn't get into the Trump press conference, I went to a fantasy island next door. Zarif Jacob, an ex-architect, could not fathom why the presser was near his shop or even happening. He lost. He knows he lost. Also, people were taking up spaces in his parking lot. Oh, man. This is incredible. This is incredible. I love everything about this story. Could you explain exactly what does she mean for us dumbasses not getting it? Yeah, I can explain that. I just need to find the tweet again real quick. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? It's over here? Wait, here we go. So what she's saying is she's taking Mindy Kaling's, a famous comedian actress. She's taking Mindy Kaling, who has a young daughter, pointing at the screen and saying that vice president looks exactly like us. She looks like us, you know, like this is the first time a black woman has been elected as vice president, right? So Mindy Kaling is having that moment with her daughter, you know, for the first time seeing someone who looks like them being put in a position of authority in the government, and having that kind of a moment. Lauren Chen sees this heartwarming moment of, like, you know, representation of, like, the widening of the possibility window, and says ethno-nationalism is okay if you're not white. So what she's saying is this moment of recognizing a historic accomplishment is on the same level as a white supremacist saying America should be for white people. You know, if you're a white supremacist, you're a white nationalist, you're for America being white, right? So what Lauren Chen is saying here is ethno-nationalism, aka the generalized term of, like, being a white supremacist. You know, you can be an ethno-nationalist if you're black, Chinese, whatever, you know, Asian, whatever. You can be an ethno-nationalist without being white. But what she's saying is this moment of recognizing a historical achievement is okay if you're not white, pointing out a supposed hypocrisy here. So that's the issue, right? She's turning this wholesome historic moment into an excuse to bash the left as if this is equivalent in any way to white nationalism. That's essentially what she's doing.